It is potentially a crisis. In fact, I don't want to overstate things, but if we don't find a solution one way or another, it is going to be a huge crisis. We're not quite there yet. I hope that my visit to Washington will pay some dividends, although when I had raised it with the president and he had expressed his willingness to try and have the US help us find a solution, nothing has happened. But look, both the Belize Bank and Heritage are in continuing talks with various overseas banks. They're going farther afield, not just now looking at US banks. I think Heritage at one point was in a relationship with a bank out of Turkey. They're now in a relationship with a bank out of New Zealand. So there are those options, not perhaps optimum, not perhaps ideal, but as long as they can take advantage of relationships with smaller banks internationally, we're okay. What has happened though, in certainly one case, a small international bank, the bank from Turkey, engaged in a relationship with Heritage, and then after a while said, we can't continue. And it is all fair that because all those banks in turn have to deal with the big banks in the US, that the pressure ultimately continues to come from the US, not necessarily from the US public sector, not necessarily from the Treasury, but from the big commercial banks there, who in turn say that we do what we do because of the regulatory burden that the public sector places on us. That's what the Tier 1 banks say. So there's all sorts of moving parts. It is still extremely fluid. As of now, we're in a place we don't want to be. But as I said, it's not game over quite yet. And the individual banks are doing all they can to ensure that there are new relationships taking place of the old ones, and government now is going to step up the official effort to try to get some kind of progress out of US regulators, out of the US public sector, and out of the US Tier 1 banks.